Welcome to the MCOM Training Organization's WinLink Thursday exercise tutorial number 2103. Today we'll be looking at messaging for gateway and for peer-to-peer use. Okay, let's open up WinLink Express, and you'll see that we already have it set for VARA HF WinLink. That's good. We want to create a message, so let's click on the icon here for new messages. Notice that I had this set for peer-to-peer. We want to just set it to WinLink message. This would normally be the default, and you can set defaults to whatever you like. If you're doing a lot of peer-to-peer messaging, I would suggest you set it to that. Okay, you can also set defaults on whether or not you request acknowledgments. Okay, so we're going to just create a WinLink message, and for this message we're going to use a standard template, and we're using the ICS 213, and you'll notice that I have ICS 213 up here because I have saved a template. So let's take a look at how that works. First of all, select template, standard templates, and ICS USA forms, and here's ICS 213.txt. That's the one we want. So we'll double click on that and it will open the template form for us. Let me just make this a little bit more manageable. Incident name, who it's to, who it's from, subject, message, all the standard stuff. So let's say the incident name is WinLink tutorial number 2103. And I will send that to W0LEN. And actually, that's where it's coming from. So this isn't exactly the way I would do it, but this will serve our purpose here. And the subject is, hey, ICS 213 test message. So it saves things that you've put in there before, and that's kind of handy. Date, if I click on that, it will automatically put in today's date. Click on time, it'll put in today's time. Message. Approved by me. And I'm the operator here at W0LEN. See how quick that is? It anticipates things that you might want to put in based on what you've done before. If you've never done a 213 before, you won't see that. You can also load data that was saved from a previous time, or I can save data from this time. So let me just do that. I'll click on Save ICS 213 Initial Data. Okay, and it will give me the date that this is done, and it'll put that in as part of the label for the file. Okay, it'll ask me where I want to save it. It defaults to your download folder, and I'll just save it there. Okay, so next time around I could just load that same form back in and I'd be all set. All right. So the form is done. I'm going to keep it real simple here, and next click on Submit. And the box tells us to complete your form submission. Click OK. Close the open browser window. You will return to the new message window so you can post your message to the outbox. Click on OK. Close the message window, and you'll see here in my message box I have all the data that goes into this form. The purpose of these templates is to just streamline the whole WinLink process. And what it does is it will just send the data and not the form. The form is already at the receiving station, just like it was here. And so it will fill this data into that form and save a great deal of time and bandwidth and whatever. So at this point I can address this to whoever I like. And how about if I send it to my old friend at W1AW. Okay, Hiram, you're going to get a message from me. I will post this in the outbox. Okay, and now you'll see in the outbox I have this message. All right, what I want to do now is to open a session. And like we saw earlier, I want to update my station list with who's on the air, who's active, what the propagation is. I'll take the time to do it now so you can see. This is going to be a pretty short tutorial, so you'll be able to see exactly what it's doing. It's going through all the known gateway stations that are active at this point in time, and it will show me a path and a quality estimate for each one. Okay? And again, once this is done storing the data, I'll click on Path Reliability here and find the one that has the best chance of success. And looks like we're a 40-meter station up here is probably the way to go at this point in time. So I'll double click on that and it will store this call sign and the frequency data in my WinLink session box. I'll open the TNC. Again, I could review the settings here to make sure I'm set in the appropriate manner for this station. (2300 hertz). And you notice my TNC window comes up and it shows 2300 hertz. So all I have to do now is to click on start. It'll call the station. It'll transfer the message. So what we're calling is a gateway station. That means it's one of the stations that's tied into the network of CMS stations operated by the WinLink organization. And these are all over the world. The gateway will feed the data from my message via the internet into a CMS, and that will be accessed by every other gateway station in the world. And if W1AW happens to log in to WinLink, they'll get the message. If we were creating a message like that and we wanted to send it via peer-to-peer, we would do things just a little differently. So let's change our session type to VARA HF peer-to-peer. VARA HF peer-to-peer. Okay? And let's open our message. And all we're going to do here is change send as from WinLink message to peer-to-peer message. Okay? And once again, we'll post it to the outbox. So you see the message is the same message, still there. It's still a 213, still sending it to W1AW, but notice it says P2P. So W1AW has to be able to respond to our message and we'll send it directly to them. So the next thing to do is to open the session window and you'll see it comes up, VARA HF peer-to-peer session. Okay, we don't have to channel select because there are no channels to select. So what we would do here is type in W1AW as the receiving station. We would have a predetermined frequency that we're going to contact them on. And in this case, this is the one of the frequencies, let's say from our recent exercise. How about something on 20 meters? That's probably about right. W1AW will be the receiving station. We'll open the TNC and let's check our settings. If we're doing this with the WinLink group, we want our session bandwidth to be set at 500 hertz. Okay, so that's not going to change. And you notice it says 500 hertz here in the TNC window. So now all we have to do is click Start and try to contact W1AW or whoever. I just picked that call sign because you all know who that is. We have to connect with them on the appropriate frequency, and they will automatically download our message peer-to-peer. Okay? That's it. That's all there is to it. And thanks for watching. Stay tuned. We'll have more in the future. Good luck. For further information on the EMCOM training organization, check our website at mcom-training.org. See you there.